So the next thing that we want to do here is, when will high tide next occur? So let's go up to our graph and figure out what this means. The high tide. Let's get rid of these green arrows. Okay, so the high tide is what? It's obviously where it's hitting that maximum height here. So this is the high tide. And we need to figure out where it's next going to occur. Well, what we're going to do is figure out where has it occurred previously. If I know that a full period is 6, that means halfway is 3, and then halfway here will be 1.5. Now, if I want to go from this point to this point, I know that what I do is I plus on a period. So it'll be 1.5 plus 6. That means this point right here will be 7.5, and sure enough, that does look like 7.5 here. If I therefore want to go to the next high tide, I'm going to go 7.5 plus 6, and that will take me to the next high tide. So I'm just plussing a period on from where I was previously, and that's going to take me to 13.5. So it will take me to here. So that means my next high tide is going to occur right there. This is going to be my next high tide at 13.5. At 13.5. So what working out did we do there? So if I was to write down in full, kind of our thinking here, is I found that the high tide previously was, now what did I say it was? I've already forgotten. 7.5. 7.5 plus the period, which is 7.5 plus 6 is equal to 13.5. Now, when you're dealing with these application type questions, it says, when will the high tide next occur? You have to make sure that you actually write down the high tide will next occur at t is equal to 13.5, which is, now take note of the fact that we've been told that in Evergrow, this is from the first 12 hours after midnight. The first 12 hours after midnight. So if I'm at 13.5, that's 1:30 p.m. which is 1:30 p.m. So you need to make sure that you write it down in the actual time, because it's asking you when will it occur. So you probably would get away with just writing t is equal to 13.5, but sometimes, just to be safe, you should write it like that. Or you could write it in 24-hour time as well. You could write 13:30 like that, which is 24-hour time. So either one of those would be an acceptable answer, but just make sure that you're being very clear that the high tide will next occur at t is equal to 13.5, which is 1:30 p.m. 13:30.